Welcome to Drive for Service, a podcast to inspire a higher quality of service. Hello, a very warm welcome to Season 2 of Drive for Service podcast. I'm Amy Morant and I'm here with my very good friend David O'Connor, co-owner of Medlar Restaurant in Chelsea.
Hello everyone.
We've worked for many years in restaurants and David has always driven the teams to deliver an outstanding level of service. We're here today to discover how the industry's best deliver a level of service that isn't just good, but goes above and beyond. David, did you want to introduce our guest for the first episode?
I'm delighted to welcome today one of the world's best maitre d's, Jean-Claude Breton. Welcome.
Good morning, Amy. Good morning, David. And good morning, everyone.
Jean-Claude, tell us about how you started in this industry.
Yeah, so if I may, so David, so I come from Dijon, so Burgundy, yeah, so a nice little town, so in France, as you know, yeah, so I was in a catering school, yeah, so where I spent 2 years, where you learn how to cook, where you learn how to serve, yeah, and so I was there for 2 years. I was not very academic person, so I didn't like too much school, and so I was happy to work and to be. And when mom and dad, I used to have some guests at home. I was the first one to help to clear the table, to go with them, to even cook some damn. I mean, I'm not a very good chef, but I learned in a few years.
You have the enthusiasm.
Well, I was happy to do that. Yeah, and so I spent 2 years there. Yeah, after the first year with the advice of the professor. Yeah. For me, it was no kitchen, it was a restaurant. So they send to you in a stage. So I begin in a lovely hotel, 4-star hotel, called l'Hôtel du Mont d'Arbois in Megève, where I did a stage of 2 months, so July, August. So I learned a lot of things. I remember I was very young, so I used to have a book in my bedroom, and I used to write all the sauce, all the things we learn, and I had a nice chef de rang who showed me plenty of things. And after these 2 months, we go back to school to finish the second year, yeah, and I passed my exam, CAP, so BEP, yeah. And I was lucky enough to be chosen with 2 of my colleagues to my first real restaurant, who used to be in Paris, called Le Grand Vifour, so in the first arrondissement, owned by Monsieur Raymond Oliver. I mean, I know you don't know, you are very young, both of you, but it was a time so where Paris, lovely restaurant, so the kitchen was downstairs, yeah, we lovely decor. It was a little place behind the chair called Victor Hugo, where they used to eat Jean Cocteau, yeah, all the personality, yeah. And I was coming there, so with 2 of my colleagues, yeah, you could not talk to the customer. You were only there to take the tray, going downstairs, upstairs, and doing so what you have to do, yeah. As a practice, every day for lunch, we used to serve the maître d'. So we used to have a canteen not far away of the restaurant, and the colleague and I, we used to serve the maître d' to be sure they teach us how to do the little carving, little things. So we were there for them and doing what we have to do. And after the service began, and we have. So I met there a lovely chef de rang who has been there for a couple of years, yeah, and who came from a nice restaurant in Germany where he used to work, yeah, for a couple of years. And he said, Jean-Claude, you know, in our profession, you need to travel. Travel is best. Traveling is learning. You learn a lot of things about people, So he wrote to this restaurant, and the owner said, yeah, I'm very, very keen to take this young man, yeah, so as a commis waiter, yeah, and it was a restaurant in Berlin. So West Berlin, when the wall was still there, so it's a long time ago, yeah. So I was there, I went there, so with his nice advice, he said, Jean-Claude, you need to learn language as well, to travel. In school, if I may to come back to the beginning, in school, I used to learn English and German. So it was good for me to practice a little bit more, of course, yeah. So it was not easy also to leave mom and dad, because as we all of us, Paris and Dijon was not far away with a train, but Berlin was far away, so I was not. But that pushed me a little bit.
How old were you when you did
that? I was about 17, 18, yeah. So
Quite young.
So quite young as well. Yeah. So I went there, and I don't regret it, because after everything begins. So I went to this restaurant called Restaurant Maître in Manneke-Straße, Berlin. Yeah. So the owner was French, Monsieur Henri Lévy, and it was a beautiful restaurant. Two lovely rooms. It was called the Red Salon and the Green Salon, and we did a lot of flambage, découpage. I learned. It was beautiful. Yeah. So I stayed there for 2 years. Yeah. I remember in Berlin, every Thursday, we used to go to the train station to pick up the lovely cheese. So every Thursday, come the cheese, because we had a lovely cheese trolley in a restaurant. And we used to carve the poached green pepper chicken and duck as well, yeah. And one day, Monsieur Henri Lévy, the owner, said, Jean-Claude, you should invite your mom and dad maybe to Berlin, and we can do so. And one day, mom and dad came to the restaurant. Monsieur Henri Lévy invited them, and he came to the restaurant and said, Monsieur, Madame Breton, I will show you what your son can do now. And I was carving my first duck in front of mom and dad. I had some butterfly, but and mom and dad was so, and I was so proud. It was so nice to see that. So I stayed there for 2 years, and at this time it was military service. So I have to, no more now in France, but I have to do 1 year military, and I apply for the Navy. Dad was in the Navy before, yeah. So I applied for the lovely escort called La Galissonière, where I serve the captain, the lieutenant, and I travel a lot, yeah, Abu Dhabi and things. And we did a lot of reception for the lieutenant, the captain. One little problem, I was seasick, but I knew that a little bit too late. We were too far away.
I'm seasick too. Yeah, I don't feel your pain there.
You know what I mean. So when I was when the sea was a little bit, I always asked to my colleague downstairs, "How will be the weather tomorrow?" He said, "Oh, Jean-Claude, I don't have a good news. It will be very rough. So I'm sorry, Jean-Claude, to tell you that." So anyway,
did it wear off?
I was so.
Oh no!
And when the lieutenant said, "Where is Maître Breton?" Sorry, monsieur, he cannot come today. He's lying down. He can come. What is a bad feeling as well when
it is dreadful,
but anyway, we travel a lot. I did my profession, yeah. So after 1 year in our port was Toulon. So after 1 year, I went back to see mom and dad, and I did some hotel season, summer season. So I did in south of France, Bailly-Suffren, in Provence. I did a little bit, and for me, after a few seasons, yeah, I applied for. I had a book with me of the best restaurant in the world. And I want to do the best, to go to the best. And I applied for Monsieur Albert Roux at the restaurant Gavroche, who used to be at this time in, as you know maybe, so in Lower Sloane Street, 61 Sloane Street. And I applied there, and after a few days, I have a little answer for them and say, Jean-Claude, we will be happy to have you on board, yeah. So I went there. So Gavroche, London, a new city after the military service, after Germany, yeah. And it was lovely restaurant. It was Albert and Michel Roux Senior, yeah, were there, of course. So there was an old-fashioned restaurant with a lift chaud, lift froid. So you had all the lovely small plates, all the good wine, Mouton Rothschild, Lafite, Aubryon, were underneath of the banquet, yeah. So it was quite funny when someone ordered a nice bottle of wine, yeah, when people were eating. Also carving, we did a lot of carving, flambage, yeah. And that's where I met Monsieur Silvano, as we know, so the legend, so Monsieur Silvano, yeah. So who took me on board with him, yeah, and we did a lot of things. He inspired me also a lot, yeah. He helped me a lot to do some of the things, yeah. So from this place, Gavroche, so I went after to the Caribbean. So because I don't know, I spent 9 years and a half in a lovely restaurant called L'Auberge Romande in the Caribbean. I want to change it a bit, to move around, yeah. And I went to Saint Martin in the Caribbean. A friend of mine who used to be in a catering school, yeah, who know my mom and dad, yeah, they know each other well, yeah, asked my mom, where is Jean-Claude? Because my son, Daniel, opened his own place, yeah, in the Caribbean, yeah, and he will like a waiter, yeah. So and I love the beach, the sun, the good life,
lovely,
as we all do. Yeah. So I say,
and I've heard it's a beautiful island.
yeah, it's a beautiful island next to Guadeloupe. Yeah. So and a restaurant still, still there, exists there as well. Yeah. So it was a French side and the Dutch side. Yeah. So here for Nanière, I live little bit, if I may to say, in a paradise.
Yes.
So little bit. So
but it comes with its own challenges with the heat.
The heat as well. We were open only for dinner.
Yeah.
We open only for dinner as well. Yeah. So I did a lot of beach. We were two colleagues on the floor. We have a lot of tourists, of course, and we used to have a drink called apéritif maison called le Beaujolais fraise. So it used to be a mélange of Beaujolais, David, with Grand Marnier and strawberry. So imagine after a good day of sun on the beach, people having that. They were very, very colorful after the first glass.
They were ready to enjoy themselves.
And I stayed there for 9 years and a half, so I enjoyed a lot. But I say, Jean-Claude, it's time to move on now and to go back to what I used to learn, which is the restaurant, the classic restauration.
Yeah.
And I apply again at the Gavroche. And I contact Monsieur Silvano. Silvano remember me well. He said, Jean-Claude, yeah. But we changed now. We are no more in Lower Sunset. We are in Upper Brook Street. And you are welcome to come. We will have a place for you. So after 9 years, I went there to the second time to London, yeah.
And what position did you hold the second time that you went back?
So I went in me, Monsieur Vano have a position as a maître d'Isère.
Okay.
So imagine to put the suit again, the bow tie, after my little lovely white shirt, open shirt, dark, very dark, like the microphone. Yeah.
When did your tan fade?
Not my sunglasses, but my pina colada.
Yeah.
And so it was a big difference for me. But and I have to be honest, Silvano helped me a lot. Yeah, to go back to the space, to go the station, to be
very different way of working.
Very different.
Did you teach them how to make the cocktail?
So I was a little while for cocktail bar. Yeah, Jean-Claude Menu Caribbean cocktail. So we sold a lot of cocktails. Yeah. They show me how to do it because I forget.
Okay.
I forget. But so I spent there again so few times. And as this new Gavroche, Gavroche were Upper Brook now, as you know, unfortunately no more here, but that's a life, we have to go on, And Monsieur Albert Roux was a consultant of a lovely hotel in north of Nice called Hotel Diva in Isola 2000. So it was Lebanese people who was owning this hotel, so restaurant, and they love the food of Monsieur Roux as a Gavroche, and they asked one day to ask him if he want to be so consulting of this hotel. And Monsieur Roux accepted, but he has to send a team. So he asked me one day, he said, Jean-Claude, I would like to send you with a team there as a maître d' for the season of the winter season, 6 months, and I will send you also Gordon Ramsay. That's where Gordon Ramsay was a chef de partie there as well. That's where we met, of course. So Gordon was a chef de cuisine. I was one of the maître d', and we connect even more after 6 months together. Mom and dad follow me everywhere I went. Always, everywhere, in all my country, in Berlin, in Caribbean, they came a few times. Yeah. It was lovely. They were my big support. They helped me a lot, of course. And so he was there, so Gordon, and we worked together. So we spent 6 months together. Gordon is a very good skier, so I'm not a very good skier. I was a little bit scared to break a leg. Monsieur Roux will be not happy if I have to call him. I'm sorry, Monsieur Roux, middle of the season, I break my leg. And we spend more time, and we get very, very good friends together. So Gordon and I, So we did our season. I went back to the Gavroche, and again it was time to move a little bit. For me. Gordon went somewhere else to work for the private yacht and I applied for myself for a restaurant hotel in Luxembourg. Okay. Luxembourg, so called Hotel de Grunewald. In next to Luxembourg Ville. And I stayed there for 1 year and a half, lovely hotel. And I practiced it a bit more my German because, as you know, as I explained to you, I learned some German, and it was good for me. A good team. The owner, nice person, but didn't want to go with my little idea on a menu. Like, when you arrive to the table, you got the example, the salmon, the filet de beef. So instead of 2 acts, I was going to walk by number of the table, like a clockwork, number 1, 2, 3, as we do.
Yes.
And you don't need 2 acts. But so he did it when I was there on the floor. But for my day off, the team told me he didn't want to do that. So maybe it was. And one day I got a phone call from London. It was Gordon. Gordon who called my mum. My mum who gave him my phone number in Luxembourg and say, so Jean-Claude, because we kept in touch still, little phone call once a while. And he said, Jean-Claude, you remember when we were at Isola 2000? We spoke about it. I said, one day, when I will open my restaurant, I will love to have you as a maître d'. And we all laugh. He said, oh, yeah, we were all eating and before service. And I did a few months ago. Jean-Claude, I opened in Park Walk, my restaurant, and I will love to have you if you are free. I say, Gordon, I'm going after 1 year and a half. I was going to move Luxembourg. He said, Jean-Claude, no problem. Can I send you a ticket for the day? So he sent me a ticket, Luxembourg, London, Luxembourg on a day. I went there for my day off.
Yeah.
I arrived to London. We went to eat to a lovely restaurant. I mean, in the time it was called La Cantine.
Yeah.
La Cantine, yeah. So Monsieur Marco Pierre White was one of that. So we had a lovely lunch and got an opening a few months before at 11 Park Walk, Fulham Road. And I enjoyed so much the challenge, I think. So he explained to me what he will like to do. And I enjoyed yes, but I told him, Gordon, I am in middle of the end of the year, Christmas time, New Year, so I cannot leave the hotel like this. He said, no problem, Jean-Claude, I will wait for you. So I finished the year, New Year, evening, the 31st of December, yeah. And after that, I gave my notice, of course, a few months in advance, as we always do. Now to begin, the best way as you finish as well, same way, you have to live by the front door, yeah, always. And as we said, and I told the owner, lovely guy of Luxembourg, said, Jean-Claude, when you go to a big city, they will never pay you. You see, why you don't stay? I mean, he was a bit upset, of course, but I said, I would like to go to London. So I did it. I went back to Dijon to see mom and dad. In 10 days, I bought some new shirt, a new tie, new suit, yeah, to the new challenge, challenge. And I arrived to London, and I began with Gordon on the 10th of January, 1994. And Gordon opened L'Aubergine in October, 1st October 1993. And we did 11 Park Walk for 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. We were there until 1998. Yeah, and we moved to Hospital Road, where we are now. Yeah, where used to be Monsieur Pierre Kaufmann, La Tante Claire. And so we were 5 years at 11 Park Walk, and we have been now 25 years, 26 years, yeah, at Hospital Road. And the rest is history. Yeah, so. It was lovely. So that's a little bit how I start, and I got the passion for. But I was always very keen to serve people, to see people happy, to clean the table when I was with mom and dad, as I explained to you earlier, and to do the washing up. So they say, yeah, why you don't do a college catering school? And I did it, and it was, I think, as you say, it's part of yourself. In your blood, yeah, to see people happy and to satisfy them, and is a beautiful profession. So and now, so I am here now with you, and I am happy to talk about the lovely profession. Yeah,
yeah,
amazing.
Thank you to having me.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. I mean, from your point of view, tell us about the importance of service for you.
Yeah, so service, David. So is in a nice restaurant, yeah. So of course people come maybe first for the food, yeah, but service add je ne sais quoi, something else also to the whole experience of the customer. Service for me is a piece of art. When it's done well done, is something. It gives you, it's like if I can compare, I love champagne. When you have a lovely glass of Dom Pérignon, when you drink it nice and cold, and you're drinking, when you come down. Is the satisfaction, the savor. So it's done when it's done lovely with all the team together. Is elegant. Service has to be done on an as well. So a lot of things with the experience. Yeah, you learn not to be too much intrusive with the customer. Be sure also, but you can see that with the experience when you give the menu. Example, yeah, people like to be alone. People like to be alone. Don't want to be disturbed. People want to be also little. There are a couple on honeymoon, yeah, so they want to be alone and have it.
Yeah.
People come sometimes a little bit stressed or maybe not so comfortable. So that's a service who can help them to be a little part of a more relaxed. He help after 1 or 2 glasses of wine, yes. And service has to be good for me to the beginning until the end. I go sometimes to some restaurant, now I got more time with my wife, and sometimes I am a little bit so disappointed to see end of the service when you got 1 or 2 tables left, people a little bit, of course, little bit more relaxed, if I can say, And when you go to the ladies' room or gentleman room, you don't have any more face towel or no more things. So service has to be spot on until the customer leaves the door and you close the door, and after you can relax, and have something to eat, or if you want to, And all of us, we need to be all of us, together, Briefing are quite important as well, So service brings some happiness also, to satisfaction, I'm very cross with myself when I do mistake, because we all do mistake. We are human being, And so you take it by heart as well. You can also keep a couple who got some problem before they arrived, or some issue, between. And when you see them little bit smiling and more being with you and having fun as well, because for me also service is a big fun. You need to have fun, maybe with experience, of course. You need to entertain your customer, They are here for special occasions. They are here for different things, for business, But business, maybe you need to leave them alone, of course. You can feel that as soon as you give them a menu. But it's a part of the you are in a lovely room here, and you are people coming in your home. You need to greet them like they are in their own home, and having fun. It's difficult to find the balance of I think at Hospital Road, if I may to mention, I think we got the perfect balance, if I may to say, between the relaxation of the service, but the professionalism as well. And here, if you can find the balance of both, I think for me it's beautiful to see. It's like a theater, to see the pièce de théâtre, and people come and spend a lot of money to see this spectacle, this theater. And we need to be all of us, on the same direction, and to be sure that we are focused to the beginning until the end. And to customer have different requests, you need to be sure that you please everyone, Even you can be the best maître d', the best chef of the world, you will never please. People are so, it's difficult to please everyone. As you know, you are also both of you in hospitality, But it's amazing if you try. You try with a smile.
So when things do go wrong, because obviously we're not all robots, we are human. How do you deal with those situations? How do you get that customer back into the smooth service?
I mean, exactly. So sometimes it can happen. So mistake happens. Something happens. So first you apologize. Of course, you go to the table. I'm sorry, madam. So you do something, maybe a little extra course. You can do something else, or invite them back, for the second time, So something, give them a little bag for the petit four when they leave. Try to talk to them, to give them a little kitchen tour also at the end, to find a little detail as well. But it's difficult sometimes. You need also to keep you calm, of course, when the situation arrive to me. Like all of you here, I'm sure, but all of you and all the people who listen to us, So it's quite trying with a smile, trying to be calm. We all know how to live with the pressure. It's difficult as well, And be yourself and try your best. So even when they leave, they will not still be happy, maybe, but you try and you have your conscience tranquille, but they might still write a letter and say, but you did your best, That's the main thing as well, You did your best, But it's difficult also to please. But it's a difficult profession as well, But you need to love it, to do it. You need to love it. But when it's done beautifully, I know David like his football as well, like I do, So I also compare myself, the team on the floor, like a football team. But we are all on the floor, 11 players with a captain, We are all of us, give us the ball. Nice. We don't want the adversary opponent take us the ball, and we want to score goal. We want to score goal every day. Consistent. We want to be always on top of the league. We don't want to go down to the championship. Or we want to be on the Premier League, and we want to win cups as well. And with that, I mean, talking about winning, so it was a beautiful, the best feeling of my life when we won the star Michelin, of course, at Hospital there with Gordon. It was it's like we won the World Cup final.
Yeah,
it was. I remember the story when it was in January. I remember, so we were 2001 at Hospital and two gentlemen came to eat a little late at night, and when they left, they asked to see Gordon, well, a little bit, maybe a little idea anyway, but of their way, because sometimes they come, so in the past, it was a single person now, so they come maybe two person, a couple, or in a table of six, but we're a little idea, and when they asked to see Gordon, so who was in the kitchen, Gordon arrived, they went to the bar, and I saw Monsieur give the card to Gordon, and I was cleaning the table around the bar a little bit, a few glasses, and discreetly, they don't want to hear, but discreetly, I hear, Monsieur Gordon, I'm there, you won, you saw star. I hear that, so I clear the plateau, I went to the kitchen, I said, we got it. We got it. I went to the kitchen, it was after all the hard work, all of us, after everything we did, all of us, the teamwork, to the kitchen porter, to everyone, we did something very special.
It's like confirmation, isn't
confirmation,
it?
So it's like, as you know, final of the World Cup, So we're winning after all this hard work. And all of us, part of the team, as I said, to the kitchen porter. And after that, they left the restaurant. Gordon closed the door and champagne for everyone. And
of course.
But the next day, a new challenge begins. It's nice to win.
Keeping it.
Voilà, exactly. It's nice to win the star, but it's the most difficult part is to keep it, to keep consistent, And that's people have to know in a team, to be always yourself and to be perfect and to reach the perfection. I saw the program of Monsieur Pepe Guardiola on Netflix called Reach the Perfection. He's a perfectionist as well.
Yes.
On his style, I think. I don't know what you think, David, but I know you like football. Maybe Amy less, but he try, and you can see he's a perfectionist, and the way how the team perform, and is a big game coming so tomorrow as well.
Very big game.
Very
tomorrow,
big game,
yes.
as you know. I will follow that as well. But so to be perfect, that's what I want.
So
when I am on the floor,
Jean-Claude, I mean, that brings me on to another point about how you build and motivate your teams. You've mentioned about it's a bit like a football team. You mentioned earlier about creating the balance between professionalism as well as being relaxed.
Voilà, if we can find the
So
balance.
if you just give us a bit of insight about how you do that.
Motivate team. So it's not always easy, motivate team, but I like to do first, as we always do here in our profession, briefing. Briefing is quite important before service, lunch and dinner time. I like to spend some time with a person also in the morning, talk each other with a little cup of coffee, and know a little bit more about the person, because sometimes you got some surprise. A person got difficulty in his own life or something you don't know, and you discover and tell you, so you need to help this other person as well. You got a person who are a little bit shy. Everyone is different, but everyone has to get a chance to be with you on the floor. Everyone is capable to do it. For me, as I say often to my team, nothing is impossible. If you have it in your mind, if you want to do it and achieve it, you can do it. It's no problem, But motivate team, so I like also to talk about in a briefing, not only what have a little tray of cheese and have a little cheese, all of us. The sommelier recommend little wine, not a lot, but just to have little things. Yes. Talk about the new dishes. The chef, so Matt used to bring a new dishes on the table when you do the brief, and everyone have a little taste to explain which is the best way. Also to explain to the customer when you test it, when you look it as well. And
get them excited about what they're serving to the customers.
And my team knows as well. My team, Amy, knows, I think that I am there for them 100%. But when we are on the floor, I want the best of them. But when they need something, no problem, I am the first one to help. But on the floor, we have to be all of us in the same direction. Of course, sometimes some hiccup happens, but we can talk in the back about something, mistake can happen. But if you do the mistake not again, yeah, so you learn about it, yeah. And motive, be with them. And for me, I'm happy to help everyone. I'm not only the maître taking the order and talking to the customer. I'm happy I get my hand dirty as well. I want to help on the floor. I want to clear table. If someone is missing, I am the first one to do the grummels on the table, the miette, pour the water. Is the same. We are all of us. And you are the leader of the team and you show the example and they will do it again behind you as well, yeah? So everyone is the same. We help each other. It's a team effort. And at the end, yeah, we want the customer happy, yeah? And be all of us together and be satisfied. And the best way is when they leave the restaurant, the customer come and say, "Oh, can I speak to Jean-Claude, please?" Yeah, of course. So someone call me. I am busy with one of the table. Thank you, Jean-Claude. We had a lovely time. Your team was perfect. And that's a satisfaction. You warm your heart so much. Yeah? When you leave after, you go back to your flat and you say, "We did so well today. Well done, guys. Well done." It's so happy to. It's a satisfaction. Something you cannot explain. Yeah, but that's what. So motivate them. Be with them. Show them, be with them when there are difficulty as well, yeah. But they know when they're on the floor, they have to be 100%. I don't want anything. So excuse, etc. And motive and show them the example, yeah. Not only taking the order and be in the office after, yeah. And bye. When I like to say hello to every customer. When I used to be at Hospital Road, yeah. In the last few years, so I used to come a little bit later. I always, first thing I used to do, so service start at 6:30 at night. I arrived at 7 o'clock, example, yeah. So the restaurant was almost not full, but quite. So first thing to do, yeah. So I say hello to the chef, of course, hello. Kitchen porter, like every important member of the team. Without kitchen porter, we cannot do nothing. It's the heart of the business, yeah. The kitchen porter. And it's difficult to find some good one as well, yeah.
Very
so
important.
First thing, so I say hello again to the chef and the guy in the kitchen and the team, and I say hello to every customer when they're not eating, of course, yeah, because I just arrived, so I want to say hello to everyone. And in the morning, when I see the team, I arrived, say hello to everyone as well, yeah. You spend so much time all day, all together, yeah.
In the same four walls,
yeah. And I think
with each other.
Exactly, I think it's important, the respect to have each other, because we spend so much time together, yeah. So that's the first thing. Kitchen porter, yeah, is a lovely guy working at Hospital. Lovely guy who has been there for year and year. He works so hard as well. Honestly, so he deserves a gold medal. Yeah. Lovely, so lovely, friendly guy, clean, perfect. Anyway, and you do the little tour, yeah, and the chef Matt and his team as well, yeah. And after, I can have a little look, sit down, do little book reservation as well, yeah. See the people who are coming, yeah, the table number, because some people sometimes like more, as you know, David, more corner table, more things as well, yeah. But it's important. So yeah, motivate team is not always easy, but we do it every day, consistent.
Well, you talk about the satisfaction of seeing a happy customer, and that leads us on to how you would deal with your regulars and how you get repeat custom. What advice would you give to people to get those people to come back to the restaurant?
Yeah. So regular, important, of course. Very important. I mean, I have to say, Amy, all customers coming by the door are important. All of them, not only so regular, but regular, you build they're part of your family as well. So a little bit slowly, after a little bit. Yes. And the little habit, yeah, which is, so we like everybody else, we wrote on a computer the habit, yeah, like to eat the fish course with a knife, a meat knife, doesn't like pork, or doesn't like something, or like to have still water, never sparkling, yeah, like the cocktail champagne, etc. So you have a little. So regular is people who come to you quite often who feel like they're in their own home. Like hopefully all of the customers as well. Yeah, we want the same feeling, and they bring you some more joy as well. Yeah, so they come to we introduce to them the new member of the team, as well, because they know.
Of course.
Oh, so I didn't see this young lady. And what is your name? All right. Well, welcome. Oh, yeah. So you are with Jean-Claude. Yeah. All the best, Sandra. So they're interesting to what we are doing. So you built it a bit thing as well. So every time they call, you try to have a table, which is not always easy because the restaurant is small or you are busy. We are all, but you always usually cannot say no, of course, to the regular. We always find something. Or if we cannot, they understand very well also. They are quite flexible. And you build a little relation with them. They got the little habits. Sometimes this lady like to take some petit four home or they like the cheese bread, so little slice of cheese bread, because even without tax, so you put the coat and madam, that's your little cheese bread for your cheese. I know you like, thank you, sir. Oh, lovely. And they look each other with monsieur. No, that's a lovely, that's service.
Yes.
That's a little detail of service. And it's beautiful to see. And people will come back as well, yeah? I mean, I hope the other people will come back. But be careful. For me, as David, I'm sure, regular, when you have a lot of regular coming in one service, lunch or dinner is not easy because you need to share yourself with everyone. And David is the same, I'm sure. You cannot stay always at this table because monsieur and madame come every week. You need to share yourself with the next table who just arrived and has been here for the first time. It's difficult. So regular, when service is quite tricky because you need to be everywhere in a restaurant.
Absolutely.
But a little bit more sometimes with the regular. So it's quite...
we were talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah.
This morning, David, about repeat customers. And I say repeat customers because I think sometimes you can get people who come back to the restaurant and they may not be what we would call regulars. They may be people that come back every year, maybe for a special occasion. And the satisfaction of maybe looking after those people and the surprise that we remember them from the last time.
Well, exactly. The surprise. And they call you by your first name.
Yes.
I mean, I think I like on a service to find out, the first name. And if I may to ask, madam, your first name. So, Amy, Monsieur, John, so nice to meet you. I'm Jean-Claude. Welcome to the restaurant. So anything you need, please. I think it's nice after a little while to call them and John, some more bread maybe. So it's on a nice way, not to be too much relaxed as well. That's why you need to find the balance. It's a little balance between.
It's a little bit of reading the customers. That's
in
your experience.
With the experience, as you say, me,
Absolutely.
And David knows as well the experience. So you know that. You know how to approach the table, how to. You can tell sometimes you can tell in the eyes. Just look the eyes when you give the menu. Good afternoon, Madame, Monsieur. Yeah, welcome to the restaurant. Here we are with the menu. And explain the à la carte, set menu, tasting menu, and you can tell the way they listen to you. They look at you but it's
how much they're engaging.
Yes, and when you know the regular well, as we come back to the regular. You try to read it's nice to, the little service, for me, the big thing, it's nice to read in the eyes, to read what they want before they ask you.
Yes.
Anticipation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anticipation, to see what, yes, madam, maybe some more bread. Oh, I was just going to ask you.
Yeah.
Even
they may not know.
Yeah, well, you read my mind. Thank you, Jean-Claude. Lovely.
That's the skill.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. So that's
it's creating that smooth service, which at no point is jarring them out of the relaxation mode that they're in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So and to feel like at home. Yeah, they're in their home, and they're with us as a guest. Yeah, as a friend, and we know them more because we know the regular more a bit. Yeah, we know. So then one table. Oh, we know them. They like to do a big break between starter and main course. They know they want to finish the one without to ask. Yeah, they know. It's so
when
little.
the customer asks for something, I'm always a little bit upset because we should have thought about it before. So, but that's David. So that's and you learn with the age, the experience, of course. When I start was, but you and all the little habits there, and when you know that regular is beautiful, but don't to forget the other people. Because they're as important as well.
Well, you never know whether the table that's coming for the first time might become those regular customers.
And I always say to my team, when we did a briefing with a guy, I always say, you need to treat everyone the same way. if we can say they're all Michelin, if you can say, if I can,
Yes.
all Michelin, we don't treat, everyone should be treated the same way. Everyone should to have a little time to spare, to talk to everyone. You have time with all of them as well. Not because you are in a corner with your partner having a bottle of Evian and the next table have a bottle of Champagne. You will spend more time with the people who got Champagne. Is not fair. People who come at the door has to be treated like a royalty. Everyone has to enjoy themselves, part of the experience. And we want people to come back and enjoy. Because to come out in a restaurant for occasion, anniversary, is a joy. Eating with your family, having beer to serve them, to see them happy. You bring even more happiness. Even sometimes we had a couple, and I did not know until at the end. So Madame Monsieur told me we had a big issue with our health, but you give us so good time. We forget for 1 or 2 hours. It was thank you very much.
Amazing.
And that's the problem with we did not know, of course, but everyone is so. Sometimes we judge too quick, but everyone deserves, and everyone has to be treated the same way. I think in a restaurant.
I think that's a very good talent of yours to make individuals feel very special and listened to.
But I cannot do it alone. I need everyone, all my team, to have in the same direction. Yeah. So, but it's a beautiful feeling.
Well, Jean-Claude, you're talking about relationships here.
Yeah.
We met earlier in the coffee shop, and you told us about your lovely relationship with Gordon.
Gordon, yeah.
Would you like to share with our listeners?
Oh,
some of those
if
stories?
I may, yeah. If I may, so Gordon, so of course, as you know, when I met him, so as a restaurant Gavroche, Upper Brook Street, Gordon is a perfectionist as well in his own way. Gordon is a big heart, lovely person. Gordon, we see him sometimes, but people who do not know him see him on TV, judge him the way they like, but Gordon wants things perfect. Gordon is someone who worked very hard, as you can see where he is now, of course. Well done to you and all the team behind, of course, but he's very fair as well, few little example, if I may, to tell you, Gordon organized for my 40th party, 2 years ago. Sorry, I got something in my eyes. A few years ago, pardon, I should say. Sorry.
Not long ago.
Not long ago. I should say, the middle one. He did a little party at L'Oranger, so it was a little while ago. L'Oranger, when we were Petrus, Oranger in St. James. And he came to pick me up, in a flat. I was in a flat then with his wife, so Tana. Nice lady as well, Tana, And so Jean-Claude, we take you out tonight, if you don't mind, so for dinner soon. So I get dressed by monsieur. So they came, takes the car, and he said, "Oh, if you don't mind, I like to stop to L'Oranger because I need to see the chef there to say hello to them. And if you don't mind, so you want to come with us just to say hello? Yeah, we can have a glass of champagne or something." Oh, okay, Gordon. I follow. So he parked the car, we went there, and I said, from far away, a little bit dark in a restaurant. Anyway, we went to the back door, it's a kitchen, and suddenly I opened the back door, it was dark, and the light arrived, and happy birthday to all the people were here, all the team and the regular were here with a balloon and happy birthday. And I said, "Oh God," I said, "Voilà, Jean-Claude, that's where we are going tonight." I said, "Oh no." And he said, "1 second, Jean-Claude, the last surprise is coming now. Are you ready?" I say, "Yeah." And turn yourself. So I turn myself, see the kitchen door, and please, can you open the door? And the door opened, and Mom and Dad arrived from the kitchen. Oh, I can't believe it. It was so emotional. And Gordon said, "Can you do a speech, Jean-Claude?" I don't know, Gordon, if I said something.
I bet you did a wonderful speech.
I don't know. I was emotional, but I tried to. And it was, you see, so something.
Yeah.
And if I may to add one for my 25-year anniversary with Gordon Ramsay group, Gordon, I was looking a little bit, spending a week at the Petrus, as you know, and being on the floor. And one evening, when the briefing began at the Petrus, Gordon arrived with his PR, so he stopped the briefing. He said to the team, "If I may, I like to sit down here at this table, with Jean-Claude. So So he pushed away the little glasses, etc. So, Jean-Claude, can you come with me? So, yeah. So, I come now. He called the sommelier. Can you serve 2 glasses of champagne, please? So, the sommelier arrived. Mm-hmm. He says, so, Jean-Claude, to your good health, and I'd like to thank you for everything you did for me. So, we did a little toast here together. And a lady arrived with a box. He said, I got something else. He said, no, it's not a tie, it's not a suit, it's not a... Can you open it? So, I opened the box, and he said, he take it. He said, voila, you got first class ticket, British Airways, going to Las Vegas, and you will have a dinner to all my restaurants, Karen and you, your wife and you. Yeah. Wow. After that, we know you like Celine Dion. We booked for you meeting and greeting Celine Dion in a Coliseum theater in Las Vegas. You will see her and see her and greet her for a few minutes. Yeah, and we did. I got a big picture with her and my wife. Wow. Lovely voice. Yeah. Lovely. Anyway, and he said, but after that, Jean-Claude, you need to fly with Karen to Puerto Rico because here is a lovely cruise waiting for you going to the Caribbean. So, 1 week to the Caribbean. So you leave Puerto Rico and you will go to St. Thomas. We almost, in fact, went to Saint Martin, where I work. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But the sea was too rough.
Too rough.
And you know, I was in the Navy. One night, Karen and I were not feeling well. We have to cancel the restaurant. Or the boat was one night, but only one night. But he said it's a little souvenir as you work in the Caribbean because he called Karen and they organized that together.
Yeah, what a gift.
Yeah, what a gift.
So personal to you as well.
Yeah. And what Gordon does also for the pensionaire. You know, we are at the Piano next to the Chelsea pensionaire. Mm. Every Christmas time, we open the restaurant especially for them. And the team, Matt and the team, cooked a lovely lunch, Christmas lunch with the pensionaire. And we all come for our day off to serve them. It was beautiful. And you meet every year. So these people who did who saved the country, who did so much thing for the country. If we are here, it's because of them. Thank you to all of them. And we did a little speech, Matt and I, and say, thank you, welcome, Merry Christmas. And they got lovely turkeys, trimming, the wine going that, pudding with crème anglaise and a lot of cognac as well. And when they arrived, we got a big table at the reception where they leave the hat. You know, they have a lovely hat with a number, yeah. But when they leave, we put some little cognac. So we told them to be careful. And one day, one gentleman came here and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, in my hat I didn't have any cognac, so I don't know if you." And when I hear him to walk, and so we can hear the big bottle. It was some bottle in front.
Clink,
so
clink, clink.
I said, "I'm sorry, sir. We got one left here for you." But they're lovely people to be with and enjoy to be served by the ladies as well. Yeah. I forget to mention about, if I may, to come back to the service, ladies are very important on the floor. Mm-hmm. I enjoy to work with ladies. They're very good, focused. And I think a lady or two in a team with boys brings something also little challenge more. And customer enjoys the presence feminine on the floor. It's quite nice to be served by ladies. They got some manners. They can give you also some good advice on the flowers. I think, and more we see so restaurant with the ladies on the floor. And I think it's quite nice to have a presence feminine on the floor. And they're very good as boys. Yeah, sometimes even stronger. On the floor. Yeah.
We have Anna on our team who used to work for Jean-Claude.
Oui, exactly. Anna, yeah.
And she enjoyed every minute of it. She's very excited to see you today.
Yeah, it's kind. And coming to that, if I may to say, what is the best proud of what you are doing when you go out, Karen and I, when we go out to the restaurant, like Medla, lovely restaurant to eat, and you see Anna, as you see David, and somewhere else where you see one of you, member of the team. Hey, how are you? So, are you, maître dessert? Yeah. Oh, I enjoy. So proud to be served and taking the order by someone you have trained, and you have been, and they have been successful, and they have fun and joy, and they will keep the recipe. It's like a good recipe of a food. We need to keep the recipe of the good service as well, because it is so much beautiful when it's done, as I say, very well. And they're here looking at you, and I with my wife and say, "Well done, guys. We did well. Well done to you." And we keep contact. I keep contact with some of them, like one I brought to you. So Daniel Marguerite, he got his own pub now, so which is nice also. Yeah, he did very well, and some other people, they're so nice and keep interest. So well done to them. Yeah, that's the fun, having fun and giving fun to the customer and continue. It's a beautiful profession, yeah.
But your enthusiasm and passion for service is just infectious. And I think that's what people carry with them probably when they've worked with you.
Yeah, so it's a passion who can... It's like, if I may to say, like a violinist, yeah, who practice every day, who got the passion, like a pianist, yeah. I'm very fond of classic FM. I am classic. Karen and I, we go to some opera sometime as well. I like opera. So when you see the voice of the monsieur, of the lady, how many hours he works or she works to get the voice perfect. Again, you want to, or she wants the perfection as well, yeah. It's quite important and it's beautiful. What's more beautiful to have a glass of champagne, listen classic FM and with your lovely wife next to you and having little canapes at home and relaxing. No, it's beautiful when it's done well, when the orchestra playing the same music. Sometimes you got some false note in the background. We all do some, but it's beautiful and people want to see it again. Want to see it again.
Yeah, beautiful service is uplifting just as much as beautiful.
But the food, of course, people come for the food, but it has to be, for me, complete each other, 50-50, yeah. The success of a restaurant cannot be without good food or without service. You might not go back to a restaurant if you have a beautiful food and a service mediocre, or you are not happy with that. You might not jump back again and go back quickly. But if you have both together, perfect, food and service, you might come back again.
I totally agree. I don't know whether I'm a bit biased though, because I know what good service is, and when somebody
you can see the difference it makes for people. As he's mentioned already.
I do think
it's quite
uplifting, isn't it?
So back to the team, Jean-Claude. On my team, if you're talking about football, on my team, the sommelier is the star striker. From your point of view, how do you feel about the role of the sommelier?
Yeah, the sommelier, so David, is an important role, of course, as a sommelier. So he's a person who got a lot of responsibility.
Yes.
Part of the service, of course, part of the team, but he's a person who study a lot. And now, with the new whole wine, the wine list is quite big also sometimes as well. So he's a person who need to travel as well a lot, to learn, to work very hard as well. And the sommelier also has to adapt himself when he gives the menu, the wine list, he has to have a little look what kind of budgets the people also like to spend as well. Yeah, you need to be careful as well. And the sommelier should not always recommend the expensive one when the person doesn't want to know too much. He should first maybe middle one and go further after. Depends of the demand of the customer. But sommelier is someone who also do a little show with the way he serves the wine, decanting the wine, tasting the wine. It's part of the show. It's a shame now, of course, we don't have any more carving in some restaurant, or we still have some in some hotel like the Ritz, lovely hotel where they do carving. But this kind of thing is losing a little bit in a restaurant, part of the show, which is when I was in Germany, we had a lot of Irish cafe to do in front of the table, as I say, duck to do, so crêpe Suzette to do, very French. Yeah. So we do all the same, but the sommelier is also part of the service, and you need to concert the sommelier on the service. Important not to serve the main course too quickly because there's still somewhat wine left from the starter. You need to, so chef, can you slow down, please, because you still have some wine. Can you be sure that, all right, guys, so no, wait. Yeah, Jean-Claude, can you wait? So okay, we wait, Can we maybe, he might order one of the bottle of white wine. Can we go slowly? Because also is to sell. Sommelier, like us, we need to sell the product. A good waiter or good maître is a good seller as well, to sell the product, to explain, of course, but to sell. So the sommelier has a very important role as well, and is part of the l'expérience on the service as well, That's why at Hospital Road also, we used to do also some, everyone used to move a little bit in a different kind of position. Sometimes you can do the wine, sometimes you can do the reception, you can choose to learn a little bit all the manière of the service, just for one day, one service. But
that's very nice, yes.
Important as well to do
somebody else's
and you need to be and be together, work together, Sometimes little contact, eyes contact.
Yes.
I know you have to, as you know, David, you are on the floor. So, and Amy as well. So you got eyes contact with the back of your head as well. You need, even when I talk to you here, I am talking to you if you are eating with me. Yes, David, Amy, yeah, everything is fine. I can see a little bit the next table. Yeah, they stand up. Yeah, up. Sorry, I'll come back to you. Up. Maybe they like to know the way of the ladies and the gents. Someone is here because I see my team is not here. They're busy somewhere. You can have a little focus everywhere. Perfect things, yeah. So it's important. And the customer, as I said earlier, has to do that. We have to do that, our team, the beginning until the last table. Once people come at 8 o'clock, has been shown the way to the ladies and gents, and at 10 o'clock, nobody shows them the way. Something is wrong. It has to be all the way. Why we got plenty face towel at 7, 8 o'clock, and no more at 11 o'clock? It's empty box, nothing. Why? You should be that. Be aware. When you ask a bill at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, it should be coming as quick as 8 o'clock when you ask the bill. Taxi, you should not have to wait. The doorman is here at the door, but you be short. A lot of things has to be perfect. And when it is perfect like this, it's beautiful. It's a feeling that you do your profession very well, and you are here, but you need all of us to be consistent every day.
Yeah. So how do you ensure you make sure this happens on your team? For example, I can't imagine them getting cross. Can you?
Yeah.
No, you're quite right. I've seen you cross before, but
I'm sure we are all cross.
I can't imagine how you'd become cross.
I'm cross for a few little things. So now it happens to me as well. Yeah, but of course, like we need to control ourselves as well. Yeah, which is quite important in front of the team. We don't need also we need to do that in the back of the restaurant to the person who did a mistake, or to be sure not to do that sometimes in front of everyone. It's not good as well. No, but I'm cross when people are late as well. They are not always on time. I'm cross when they don't have a nice jacket or shirt, so they stay in the back.
Well done, David.
No, it's fine. No, you pass the test. Yeah.
That actually leads us on to non-negotiables.
We should do.
So we're working for you, Jean-Claude.
Yeah. Welcome to the team.
What are your
lovely
three?
welcome, isn't it? Thanks.
Welcome to the team.
Yeah.
Your 3 non-negotiables.
So is I think for me, David, the first one is dishonesty.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be in this profession very honest for a lot of things, and honest also for yourself, for your constant professional. Someone who is not honest is not in a right direction and is not good for this profession. Dishonesty for me is the first one to be important. To be honest with when I ask something. Who clears this table, please? Who forget to put is that you, John? No. And I learned after end of service, it was him. So I talked to him and said, why you don't tell me first at the beginning? Yeah. I will not. I just want to know. Yeah, we can do better next time. Yeah. So dishonesty. Second thing for me is lack of respect.
Mm-hmm.
So lack of respect, not for me only, but for the person, for the establishment, for the customer. And of course, respect with this colleague. You cannot talk between colleagues. Sometimes it's a little friction can happen. Yeah, but
of course.
And use some bad words as well. I hate that as well. We should respect each other. We are all in the same team, in the same direction. We spend hours together. We need to respect each other. Everyone is good. Everyone has to be in a team, and we need to help each other. So lack of respect is something I dislike. Yeah. And the third one for me is bad presentation of yourself. You represent yourself. You represent the establishment, the shirt, the fingernails, the haircut.
Grooming is a very very important.
I am very keen also on shoes. I always watch the shoes of the people. It's quite important as well. You represent yourself and the Gordon Ramsay or some other restaurant. You represent the restaurant and you want to be the best of the best. So presentation for me, yeah. So the way you are, the shirt, the tie, everything. I mean, black socks. When you are uniform black, yeah, sometimes we had a little look. Sometimes I was in a team and I did a little briefing. Yeah, can you show me your socks, please? And one socks is white, one is and one socks is white. Sorry, monsieur, I always had a pair of socks in my bag when I used to work, 2 or 3 for the commis who forget black socks. I mean, I know I'm not in a military service, but you need to respect where you are. You are in a different level. 3-star Michelin. If we talk about where I was, 3-star Michelin is a top level.
It's about the details.
It's a detail.
Yes.
Top level. Pepe Carola or Jürgen Klopp, Liverpool, top level. Same thing. They want the top player. We have to be top actor. So you cannot agree with things, one red sock, one white sock.
Yeah.
You have to be perfect every day. Don't give me any excuse. You forget, you miss the alarm clock. I don't want to know. You have to be ready. When you are on the floor, put your suit, you are for the customer and for the service with a big S. So for me, I don't like people sometimes on the floor also talking about presentation. Sometimes you are on the floor and sometimes you see someone because like you with your partner, you eat, but you watch because you are in a profession. Sometimes, watching the time in the floor. I think for me it's disrespectful. Or you can do that. You can do that in the back of the restaurant. It can happen to me. You go in the back restaurant, and what time is it? I want to know the time. We all got to watch, but on the computer now, on the bill, you can watch the time to have a look where they do the bill without to more late of the service. That means, so me, I got the feeling, okay, monsieur, madame, you are very nice, you have a good time, but now it's time to go home. We close. Last order. Please, last turn.
Checking the watch.
It's a shame because you build so good service at the beginning, and as the last note of your experience, like a sandcastle, fell down because, did you see, or bring the bill because, I mean, if it's too late, of course, there is a limit. It happens to us as federal people were very late, so we kindly explain to them, I'm sorry, so if it's 2 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock, but still you need to be perfect until you have to have a good team to train them to do a good opening of a restaurant, as you know, David, as important as a big closing. Closing is as much important, few tables left, as a opening is much important as well. To finish on a high with your customer, thank you, madam, thank you, monsieur, or any more cafe, maybe, any more water, yeah? Maybe you want to take the petit four home. Oh, yes, thank you, will be lovely. You know, little touch, until the last, why you do that at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and not at 10 or 11 o'clock? You have to be consistent, yeah? You have to score goal. And be with your team and win the game every day.
I agree. I think one of, some of the things that happen to me most often is the feeling that you're being rushed out.
Voilà, yeah, exactly,
It makes me feel sad because especially when you've had such a lovely evening and everything's been immaculate.
Or they want to reuse the table again.
Yes.
And on the service, I didn't mention is something important, if I may to, if you don't mind, is a smile. How many you can teach how to decanter wine. You can teach how to serve the bread to the team, but you cannot teach how to smile. Smile should be automatic. With a smile, you can do plenty of things. You can keep waiting. Kitchen can have a problem on a main course. You can entertaining your customer. Jean-Claude, the chef call you. Jean-Claude, sorry, the beef, we have a problem on table 5. Do you mind to do something for us or go to the table? I will be 10 more minutes. Everything was fine. So may we do a little tour in the kitchen? Maybe just or entertaining something to keep them waiting a little bit. And have you been here before? I mean, you exactly. I like to speak a lot with my customer also, to talk to them, to listen to them, not to interfere as well. Always good to listen to the customer, not to tell you they are not here to hear about your life. They are here to be with their partner, to have a good time and a good food and service. So to listen to them, and once a while to add little thing about your life, is ask you, of course. But yeah, and maybe in little kitchen too, if you don't mind. Oh yeah, lovely. Like this, as a chef, yeah. I do myself. The chef is busy. I show them the meat section, etc. Yeah. And 10 minutes pass. We go by the table. Up, the tray, the beef. Oh, good timing. Look, you see. So
seamless.
Yeah, voilà.
Yes.
It has to be. Yeah, but that you can. That's a little thing. So that's why kitchen restaurant has to be. The chef has to be also with all of us. We have to be hand by hand. Yeah. And communicate. I know it's not easy sometimes with the pressure, the relay, the things, but sometimes when I do a good service, when we do, and we try to do every day the same, I go back on a briefing the next morning and say, guys, on a briefing, well done for yesterday. You need to tell the team also to motivate, as we said earlier. You need to tell them when it's not good, but you need also to tell them when it's good as well. When it's good as well, to motivate them as well, not to be on a negative side. You need to be with them and to tell them, John, what you did yesterday, well done, to talk to madam and go back to serve a little bread. What you did is perfect. And she told me when she left, thank you. Can you say thank you to you young waiter? You see, so, but also to tell them when it's not good. They need to learn and experience, like I did when I was younger. And when I was younger, I did a lot of mistakes, and I had a lot of maître who inspired me also, but who did a lot of things for me and show me what to do and not to do. Yeah. So I want to keep that and give that to the new generation.
Well, I think everybody in customer service as well, they're working there because they actually thrive on praise from the customers, that warm feeling of giving them satisfaction.
Yeah.
So I think it's sometimes hard, isn't it, for managers to remember to give that praise. It doesn't have to come all of the time, sometimes it's special because it comes infrequently. But it's always important, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's quite important. Absolutely. And how lucky we are, all of us, to do every day something we love.
Yeah.
Is a profession. May I be a little bit more further away? For me, if I can employ the name, is a vocation. I don't want to be, but for me, personally, is a vocation. I don't know why. Since I was younger, I love this kind of feeling. I love to see people happy. And we need happiness in the world.
Absolutely.
We need to keep these people happy because so much things happening. We need to, when they go out with their family, when they do some, honeymoon, or when they ask, what happens to you and in a restaurant, Monsieur, come, sorry, I will ask Madame to marry me tonight. So do you mind? So little, of course, what a beautiful feeling. How it is important to be part of this moment. They will never forget. And you come with a little cloche at the end with the dessert coming, chocolat fondant or soufflé au chocolat. And you have, and we do the extra dessert, madame, for you. And up, the sommelier come with the 2 pink champagne. We up, she will say yes. maybe we're too good with the champagne.
Yeah.
But usually,
I think all the engagements that I've watched, they've always said yes, thank God.
But what a lovely feeling, and part of that. And Madame, emotional, of course, and Monsieur, on his knees as well sometimes. You want to marry me? That's why happiness, to be part of this experience, for us is beautiful. And I'm so lucky to do something every day. I went back to work and I'll go back to work, and it was a pleasure to be with the team. Of course, I had difficult time, like David had, and me in our life, but we keep going. We love it so much. We forget we are tired. we are tired. So I can feel it. This last few years with my age, I feel it a bit more, of course. But it was a beautiful part of to be part of the team. You feel so good when you go back home. You got your little salad and you watch little TV or match of the Champions League, and you say, why we did well tonight, and you sleep. Sweet dreams. Or sometimes nightmare.
So you mentioned obviously when you went back to it, but so what is your role in the industry today? What are you doing right now?
So my role now, Amy, is I am ambassador of the Gordon Ramsay Group. So and I move few days a month. I move to all the restaurants of Gordon, and I think it was a beautiful idea of Gordon. Thank you to him because I enjoy every minute of it. Being on the floor, doing what I love to do, being with a new generation, to meet everyone. I go to the back of the house, kitchen potter, to meet him, all the chefs, and Jean-Claude. Everyone is so lovely with me. So and to be on the floor, and sometimes the regular I had hospital would, Jean-Claude, what you are doing here? Oh, nice to see you again. So nice to be back with them as well, to show them, to give some advice if they need to be on the floor, and Gordon had this lovely idea, and I accepted it. It was difficult. I like everyone to take a decision, which I talked with my wife, of course, first, and Gordon after when we spoke together. Very emotional to tell him that I would like to slow down but he understood very well, and he had a little idea, and he said, Jean-Claude, but I got something else for you, a new role if you like, and I thought he was very. So I am ambassador. I am also member of the Académie Culinaire, also with Monsieur Silvano, Monsieur Sergio Rebecchio. Yes. Unfortunately, I am a little far away now, so the judging is in the morning, so I cannot always come. But part to the new generation, to be involved more, to be passionate as we are as well, to give them some good recipe. And so part of that. So that's little my road, and I live with my wife in a lovely part of the England, in Lincolnshire, in the countryside. I love it as well, and I do that so a few days a month. Everything
because it's a vocation for you. It's part of who
always,
you are.
I know.
So
no, it is me.
I'm sure
yes, if I may to use the name vocation,
yes,
it's, for me, I don't know. Look like I was born for that. I love it.
I'm sure that everybody is very lucky to still have you coming around.
And I am lucky to have them too. Because
inspiration, you're part of the.
Yeah, thank you. But I am happy because where I am now is because all of my team I met, all the team I met, all the guy and girl I met, the maître once par me, the chefs as well. So because of them, I am where I am now. Because as we say, it's a team effort. Without them, I will be nothing. It's important.
It's been a privilege to listen to you today, I have to say. Anything you want to ask for us?
No, I mean it's fine. So I just want to say again, thank you to you both to invite me to the lovely Saturday today, and I enjoy a lot every minute of it. To talk about what we love to do. Thank you for the people who listen to us as well. And I just want to give all the young generation a recommendation, if I may, with my age, and just keep your dream alive. Enjoy every minute of it. It's a beautiful profession. It's a passion, of course. And I can see that the new generation is going forward and new things now. I am more on the old school myself, but it's still a beautiful job, and I wish them all the best. And thank you for listening, all of you as well. And I had a lovely time. I just want to thank you, my wife as well, because without my wife, I cannot be where I am. So she did a lot of sacrifice also for me. She understands that I love her, but I love my restaurant as well. And I always will, always live so. And thank you to Gordon to give me the opportunity to be where I am now and to have so lovely idea. And I wish them all the best. And maybe we will see you soon.
And I feel totally inspired. What about you, Amy?
Yes, great
so welcome
inspiration.
To the team.
It's been actually a real pleasure to talk to you and to listen.
Thank you to you as well.
I'm just going to finish off with some quick fire questions, if that's all right.
Of course,
Jean-Claude,
Yeah.
Best service you've ever received?
Yeah. So that's David's good question. Difficult because service can be a little bit different way. We can have each other, but smile, friendliness, caring is the best service you can have. I have to be honest, I had a lovely time when Karen and I, we went to Cornwall. You know the chef Paul Answorth, who got 3 different restaurants. Gastronomic number 6 in Pasto. He got a lovely cafe Reggiana, more casual, very nice people as well, and also he got fish and chips pub restaurant, very nice. Karen had twice fish and chips. It was so good. Called the Mariners.
Wow.
the madness.
Mm-hmm.
If I may to mention as well, without to be such a, I like the way we did at Hospital Road. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think
Spot on.
we found the balance, but
Yes.
it's a lovely service. Is the smile, the friendliness. Service also not only the restaurant in a supermarket, in a clothes shop, in a shoe shop. Yeah,
Well, we have to remember that, isn't
Yeah.
it? There's service
With a
in
smile
all
as well.
sorts of-
So I enjoy to come to your restaurant, Medlar.
Thank you.
yeah.
Very good team as well, as you know, on the floor. That's why we come back as well, yeah. And beautiful place, lovely, cozy, yeah, nice, friendly, smiling, yeah. So service is is difficult to say, mention, but it's a lot. Yeah.
It's hard to pick
Yeah,
one,
yeah, voilà.
isn't it? That's
all
the
good
problem
and
with that
different way,
question
but
is, yes.
yeah.
But anyone in the industry who inspires you?
Yeah, so the industry inspire me. So I like to mention so Gordon, yeah.
Yeah.
If I may, yeah.
Yeah.
Not because, but Gordon inspire me. Gordon give me the chance to be in charge of the front house team. Yeah, he called me. He called me when I was in Luxembourg. Yeah, he inspired me. We had sometimes difficult time, but he was always here behind me. When I have a difficulty, sometimes he was the first one to ask me to have a cafe with him, to say, Jean-Claude, no problem, take some time off, go back to France, do that. No, he inspired me. Is what he did also, what is well done to him, where he is now, yeah, with hard work, yeah, his passion, his dedication, his perfection, as we are all as well. So he inspired me. A person like to mention, unfortunately, I never met, but I would like, but now he's no more with us. He's a maître of Talvan. He was called Jean-Claude Breton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Talvan, who was in a restaurant from Dad as a restaurant, André Talvan, yeah. And I read a book. It's lovely. He was called Jean-Claude, same first name as me, and he was on the floor every day with his customer service. He knows everybody. He's someone. That's when I was younger. That's someone I like to be. I was inspiring to be like him one day. Yeah. So Jean-Claude Breton, and the daughter took over, Valérie Breton as well now. But Gordon, yeah, thank you to him and well done to him. And he's not finished yet.
No, exactly. Very inspirational person.
Your favorite wine?
So the favorite one, I have to say, champagne.
Yes.
Louis Roederer, Tétinger, Dom Pérignon, of course, but Louis Roederer is our favorite one. Yeah. Nice glass of champagne for me will be as aperitif or during the meal.
Perfect.
I don't mind. I love champagne. I like Burgundy white as well, being from Dijon, yeah, but champagne would be the first one, I think, for me.
You've kind of answered the book that inspires you. Do you have any other
suggestions? The book, yeah. But the book, Amy, I'm not a big reader. I got more time now to read because I'm Alfred Ayer. But the book, I have to say, not always in the industry or hospitality, but the book I enjoy a lot is True Life. So I enjoy a lot, example, the book of Monsieur Gandhi.
Yeah.
I read and Sir Mère Teresa. Wow, what they did for these people. This is incredible. She had the belief and to help all these people in different. And I like autobiography. I had the book, I read Monsieur Arsène Wenger, yeah. As you did maybe, yeah. He got a nice book, yeah, few last year. And I like opera, as you know. So Luciano Pavarotti, who is no more with us, his voice and all his autobiography, I read it, yeah. Dad bought it and Dad gave it to me, yeah. Dad no more with me now, but Dad gave it to me and says, so enjoy. And it's because of Dad and Mom, I like l'opera. When I was younger, they put always some record of opera. And autobiography, a real life, yeah. That's a book.
I do enjoy
inspire.
I'll give them a go. Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Best plate of food, Jean-Claude?
Yeah, best plate of food, for me, I think will be David, nice seafood platter. Oyster, langoustine, little crab in a shell, as they do on ice, yeah. And of course, a glass of champagne with that.
Sounds
Yeah.
like Brittany
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, it sounds great. Yeah. I'm very into
I think it will be a
nice
seafood platter. I mean, I like my food as we all do, yeah, of course. But I think good seafood platter.
Something special, you can't always get it everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Voilà,
you
yeah.
know,
Nice selection, yeah, to share. Yeah.
Yes.
Or maybe not to share. It's too good. if it's too good, we don't share. No. Sharing is caring.
Depends how big it is.
Right, yeah. I know. Voilà.
And what's your easy meal at home?
So easy meal, Amy, will be for me very French, maybe a steak frit.
Perfect.
Steak frit with a nice glass of Pinot Noir. Again, from Burgundy, of course. But steak frit, yeah, lovely. I love my nice beef with a steak frit, yeah, French fry.
Delicious.
And the sauce of the beef on top and a nice Pinot Noir. That's what I will like. And Karen is a very good chef, yeah, so I'm lucky. I am the waiter at home. Yeah, I serve the dishes.
Yes.
And I mash the wine. So always a table of two, yeah. But yeah, I think it will be this one.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amy.
Honestly,
Thank you,
it's been
Jean-Claude.
Thank you, David.
fantastic.
It was a pleasure to be with you today.
Absolutely amazing. What a
And
privilege.
thank you again. I had a lovely time.
I did.
I had a
as
lovely
well.
time as well.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Merci. Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to Drive for Service podcast. Follow us on Instagram at Medler Chelsea and make sure that you like and subscribe for future episodes.